Welcome to my channel, Valuable Coins All World. In this video, I tell you about the United States of America Washington quarter dollar, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks.
Top 1. Today's journey into the world of numismatics, where we uncover fascinating pieces of history, design, and value. Today, we're diving into a special coin, the United States of America Washington quarter dollar from Maryland, minted in 2000. This coin is not just a piece of currency but a window into America's rich history, its artistry, and the world of coin collecting. The story of this quarter begins with the Washington Quarter series itself. First introduced in 1932, the Washington Quarter is one of the most iconic and enduring coins in U.S. history. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, it features the profile of George Washington, the first President of the United States, a figure who needs no introduction. But while the basic design remained relatively constant for decades, the 1999 to 2008 quarters introduced a new feature that would forever change the way we view these coins: the 50-state quarters program. This ambitious program, launched by the U.S. Mint, was designed to honor each state in the Union with a unique coin design. Each quarter, minted from 1999 to 2008, would feature a unique reverse side that represented one of the 50 states. These designs were selected through public competitions and input from state residents, making each coin a reflection of the history, culture, and identity of each state. Maryland's coin, issued in 2000, was the seventh in the series. The design of the Maryland quarter is deeply connected to the state's rich history, particularly its role in the founding of the United States. The coin features a representation of the state's most famous landmark, the State House Dome in Annapolis, which is one of the oldest state capitals still in continuous use. Below the dome, a sailing ship is depicted, symbolizing the state's maritime heritage and its long history as a key player in American trade and naval power. Maryland, often referred to as the Old Line State, also has a rich tradition in agriculture and industry, all of which come together in the coin's design. One of the most intriguing aspects of this coin is its combination of historical significance and artistic value. The Maryland quarter was created by engraver Thomas Hibson, who brought the state's history to life with great detail. The ship on the reverse of the coin is an elegant nod to Maryland's role in the age of exploration, as it was a critical port for trade in the early days of the country. The State House Dome, in turn, represents not just Maryland's political importance, but also its long-standing commitment to American democracy. These design elements, along with the bold lettering spelling out Maryland and the inscription, the Old Line State, all combine to form a unique and beautiful piece of American history. Now, let's talk about the significance of this particular Washington quarter within the context of coin collecting. The Maryland 2000 quarter, like the rest of the state quarters in the series, was minted in large quantities, making it widely available to the public at the time. However, in the world of coin collecting, there's always more than meets the eye. While many people still have these quarters stashed away in their drawers or spare change jars, some collectors are willing to pay significant amounts for a rare, high-quality specimen. So, what makes a particular coin stand out from the rest? It all boils down to factors such as minting errors, rarity, condition, and sometimes, even the story behind the coin. When it comes to the Maryland quarter, one of the most interesting aspects is the coin's minting process. The United States Mint produced these quarters in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but many of the Maryland quarters were struck with small variations in design or error during production. These tiny imperfections can make a coin more valuable to collectors, as errors in minting are considered rare and desirable. For example, some Maryland quarters may feature off-center strikes, doubled dies, or other minor errors that significantly increase their market value. Beyond minting errors, the condition of the coin is crucial. A quarter that has been well preserved over time, with sharp, clear designs and minimal wear, is far more valuable than a coin that has been circulated heavily. Coins that are graded as mint state, or proof, are particularly coveted by collectors, as they represent the highest quality of the coin and are often quite rare. The higher the grade, the more a coin can fetch on the market. Even small differences in grade can have a huge impact on a coin's value. So, now that we've established the historical context, the artistry, and the factors that influence its value, let's get to the most exciting part. What is the value of the Maryland 2000 Washington quarter today? Believe it or not, some Maryland quarters from the 2000 release can fetch as much as $25,000 or more. Yes, you heard that correctly. While most of these quarters are worth their face value of 25 cents, some collectors have been known to pay exorbitant prices for coins with rare errors or those in pristine condition. For example, a coin with a rare minting error, or one graded in perfect condition, could be worth much more than its nominal value. In fact, some of these Maryland quarters with notable errors or in exceptional grades have even been sold at auction for prices that would make any coin collector sit up and take notice. Now, you might be wondering how to spot a potentially valuable Maryland quarter in your own collection or change jar. The key is to look for coins that show signs of rarity, whether that's a minting error, a limited mintage, or a coin that has been carefully preserved in mint condition. Be sure to check for common errors like off-center strikes, double dies, or unusual surface markings. Coins with these types of imperfections are often highly prized by collectors, and they can command significant prices in the right market. Additionally, when considering the value of a Maryland quarter, it's important to think about the overall demand for the coin. Some collectors are more focused on acquiring entire sets of the state quarters, while others may be specifically interested in certain designs or minting years. The rarity and desirability of a specific coin within the context of the overall series can significantly affect its price, especially as time goes on and fewer coins remain in circulation. Ultimately, while the Maryland 2000 Washington quarter is a fantastic piece of American history and design, its true value lies in the eye of the collector. For some, it may be worth only a few dollars, while for others, it could be the crowning jewel of their collection. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone interested in learning more about coins, this quarter represents the intersection of history, artistry, and the timeless appeal of the United States' rich numismatic tradition. In conclusion, the 2000 Maryland Washington quarter is a stunning example of how coins can be more than just currency. They can be pieces of art, history, and for the right collector, valuable treasures. So, the next time you come across a quarter in your pocket or spare change, take a moment to consider, could this simple coin be the key to unlocking a small fortune? For some collectors, the answer might just be yes.
Top 2-1. We're about to explore a coin that not only carries deep historical significance, but also represents the beauty of American artistry and craftsmanship. This is the story of the United States Washington quarter dollar, Virginia, minted in the year 2000. The tale of this particular quarter begins in the late 1990s when the United States Mint launched one of its most ambitious and beloved programs, the 50 State Quarters program. This initiative was designed to celebrate the unique history, culture, and symbols of each of the 50 states. Starting in 1999 and continuing through 2008, each state was honored with its own quarter, featuring a reverse design selected through public competitions and votes. These state quarters, like our subject today, the Virginia quarter, are more than just coins. They are windows into America's past, symbols of pride, and treasures for collectors. Virginia, one of the 13 original colonies and a state with a rich and diverse history, was the 10th state to be honored in the series. The year 2000 was a pivotal time in the nation's history, marking the new millennium. And what better way to celebrate the turn of a century than with a coin that reflects the essence of America's colonial beginnings? Virginia, often referred to as the Old Dominion, holds a special place in American history. It is the birthplace of the nation's first president, George Washington, the site of the first permanent English settlement at Jamestown, and the location of countless other historically significant events that shaped the country. Therefore, it's no surprise that the design for the Virginia quarter would draw heavily from the state's founding story. The quarter's reverse side, designed by artist John Mercanti and engraved by Thomas Hipschen, features a bold and powerful symbol of Virginia's legacy. The image of the Virginia state seal, which includes a depiction of the Roman goddess Virtus, symbolizing courage and valor, standing triumphantly over a defeated tyrant. The design, which evokes Virginia's history of resistance against tyranny, has an underlying message of liberty and justice. values that were central to the founding of the United States. At the top of the coin, the inscription Virginia proudly declares the state's name, while beneath the image of Virtus, the phrase Sic Semper Tyrannis is inscribed. This Latin motto, meaning thus always to tyrants, has been the state's official slogan since the 17th century, reflecting Virginia's resistance to oppression and its role in the American Revolution. The right of the state seal is a depiction of a colonial soldier, another powerful symbol of Virginia's early role in America's fight for independence. Below these powerful symbols, the words Jamestown 1607 commemorate the founding of the first permanent English settlement in the Americas, a key event that laid the foundation for the nation's future. From a design perspective, the Virginia quarter beautifully merges artistic elements with historical significance. The balance of classical imagery, such as Virtus' triumphant stance, with the detailed portrayal of Jamestown, brings to life Virginia's rich colonial heritage. It's a coin that does not just represent a state, but the entire story of the United States' birth and development. Now, let's delve into the process of minting this coin. The 2000 Virginia quarter, like other coins in the 50-state quarter series, was produced in massive quantities at the U.S. Mint facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. While millions of these quarters were struck and circulated, there are still a few rare gems that have captured the attention of collectors. And this is where things get really interesting. The Virginia quarter was struck in both regular circulation coins and limited edition proof sets, making its availability both widespread and yet, at the same time, selectively rare depending on its production and condition. This variation is key to understanding the coin's value in the world of numismatics. Coin collectors, or numismatists, are particularly interested in the condition of the coin, its rarity, and any minting errors that may have occurred during the production process. For the Virginia quarter, errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, and unusual minting imperfections can greatly increase a coin's value. These minting anomalies are highly sought after, as they are considered rare and unique, offering a sense of discovery and excitement for collectors who may have a coin that's worth far more than its face value. When it comes to the condition of the coin, the Virginia quarter's value is heavily influenced by its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is in the eyes of collectors. For example, if you were to come across a Virginia quarter in perfect uncirculated condition with minimal to no wear, it would be much more valuable than a coin that's seen heavy circulation and is tarnished with a G. To understand how coin grading works, it's important to know the common terms used. Mint state, MS, is a designation for coins that were struck and preserved without any circulation wear. These are generally the most prized for collectors. Coins that grade MS, 65 and above, are considered highly desirable, with those graded MS, 67 or higher often being valued much more significantly due to their rarity in such pristine condition. Coins that were struck as part of a proof set are also highly valued. Proof coins are specially struck with a higher level of detail and a shiny, mirror-like finish, intended for collectors rather than for circulation. These coins are generally produced in much smaller quantities, making them more scarce and desirable to collectors. Now, let's talk about the part that many of you have been waiting for: the current value of the 2000 Virginia Washington quarter. While most of these quarters may only be worth their face value of 25 cents, there are certain examples of the Virginia quarter that have seen impressive increases in value, especially those that are in pristine condition or have rare minting errors. The value of these coins can vary greatly depending on the specifics of the coin itself, its condition, rarity, and the demand from collectors. In particular, a 2000 Virginia Washington quarter in mint state condition with no signs of wear, or a coin with a notable minting error, could command prices in the range of $500 to $1,000. However, in certain cases, coins with very high grades or unique characteristics have sold for much higher amounts. The rarest of the rare Virginia quarters have been known to fetch prices as high as $27,000 at auctions. You might be wondering, what makes these rare coins worth so much? It's a combination of factors. First, there's the sheer rarity of a coin in perfect, uncirculated condition. Second, the minting errors are incredibly hard to come by, and collectors are always on the lookout for that one special coin that has something different from the norm. Lastly, the appeal of the Virginia quarter is amplified by its historical significance. As one of the key states in the founding of the nation, anything associated with Virginia tends to carry additional weight in the world of American history and numismatics. If you're lucky enough to find one of these highly valuable coins, the first step is to have it professionally graded by a trusted numismatic grading service. A coin's grade can significantly affect its market price, and an expert opinion can help you understand exactly how much your coin is worth. Once you have a graded coin, you can choose to keep it in your collection or sell it through auctions, dealers, or private collectors, depending on your preferences. For those of you who are interested in starting or growing a collection of your own, the 2000 Virginia Washington Quarter is an excellent choice. Its combination of historical importance, beautiful design, and potential for significant value growth makes it a standout piece in any collection. Plus, with the 50-state quarters program now concluded, the Virginia Quarter represents a special piece of numismatic history, as it was part of a unique time in American coinage. In conclusion, the 2000 Virginia Washington Quarter is not just a coin. It's a connection to America's origins and a symbol of the state's vital role in the nation's founding. From its stunning design to its potential for tremendous value, this quarter is a true treasure for any collector. Whether you're just getting into coin collecting or you're a seasoned pro, the Virginia Quarter is a piece of history that deserves a place in your collection. And who knows? If you happen to come across a rare, mint-condition Virginia Quarter, you may just have a $27,000 coin in your pocket. So, next time you find a 2000 Virginia Washington Quarter, take a moment to appreciate the artistry, history, and potential hidden in that little piece of currency. It might just be more valuable than you think. Top 3. We embark on an exciting journey through one of the most iconic pieces of American numismatic history, the Washington Quarter Dollar from New Hampshire, minted in the year 2000. Buckle up, because we're going to dive deep into this fascinating coin's origins, its design, the significance behind its release, and of course, its jaw-dropping value that might just surprise you. Now, you may be wondering, what makes the 2000 Washington Quarter Dollar from New Hampshire so special? Well, this is no ordinary coin. It's part of a series of state-specific quarters known as the 50-State Quarters Program, which was launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999. The program was designed to celebrate the individual states of the Union by releasing a new quarter for each state, each featuring unique designs that reflect the history, culture, or iconic symbols of that particular state. The 2000 Washington Quarter Dollar featuring New Hampshire was the 9th coin to be released in this series, and it comes with a rich backstory. New Hampshire, the Granite State, is known for its beautiful natural landscapes, strong historical significance, and an unwavering sense of pride in its heritage. When it came time to choose a design for New Hampshire's quarter, the state worked diligently to ensure that the chosen imagery would honor its past and encapsulate its identity. The winning design, submitted by artist John Flanagan, features a graceful and symbolic image that speaks volumes about the state's history and spirit. At the center of the design, we have the iconic Old Man of the Mountain, a natural rock formation that once stood proudly atop Cannon Mountain. The Old Man of the Mountain had long been a symbol of New Hampshire, a testament to both the beauty and ruggedness of the state. For over 200 years, the formation was a beloved and recognizable feature of the landscape. Tragically, in 2003, just a few years after the release of the quarter, the Old Man of the Mountain collapsed, making the coin even more poignant and a tribute to this geological marvel. Above the Old Man of the Mountain, the words, "Live free or die," are inscribed. This state motto is deeply tied to New Hampshire's identity and is a bold declaration of the state's independent spirit. It was adopted in 1945 and reflects the state's long history of resistance to outside control, its commitment to liberty, and its pride in the freedoms that Americans cherish. Below the Old Man of the Mountain, the coin proudly displays New Hampshire, identifying the state that the quarter represents. On the reverse side of the coin, we see the familiar design of George Washington, as is typical for all quarters in the series. Washington's portrait is flanked by the words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum. This side is a tribute to Washington's legacy, as he remains one of the most important figures in the founding of the United States. When the 2000 Washington Quarter featuring New Hampshire was first released, it was met with excitement and fanfare. As part of the 50-State Quarters program, each coin was minted in limited quantities and made available for circulation. As a result, the coins quickly became popular with collectors, as many saw them as a way to celebrate both the state's and the nation's rich history. The 2000 New Hampshire quarter was minted in both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with the traditional mint mark D for Denver and P for Philadelphia. In addition to regular circulation coins, special proof versions of the New Hampshire quarter were also struck. Proof coins are created using a special process that results in a polished, mirror-like finish. These coins are often sought after by collectors for their unique appearance and higher level of craftsmanship. Now, let's talk about something that excites both seasoned numismatists and casual collectors: the coin's potential value. While many of the quarters from the 50-state quarters program were originally intended for circulation, some coins, including the 2000 New Hampshire quarter, have become highly sought after by collectors. There are a number of factors that determine the value of a coin, including its rarity, condition, and demand. For example, a well-preserved, uncirculated 2000 New Hampshire quarter can command a premium price in the right market. Collectors look for coins that are in pristine condition, free from scratches, wear, or discoloration. In particular, quarters with unique characteristics, such as errors or minting anomalies, can be worth significantly more. For example, some coins with off-center strikes, die cracks, or other noticeable imperfections have fetched surprising prices at auction. As we continue to explore the coin's value, it's important to understand the context behind the rise in demand for these state-specific quarters. The 50-state quarters program wasn't just a one-off event. It was part of a larger trend that has seen the popularity of coin collecting surge in recent decades. As the years go on and certain coins become rarer, the value of these quarters, including the 2000 New Hampshire Washington quarter, has increased exponentially. What once may have been worth just 25 cents could now be worth a small fortune. Just how valuable is the 2000 New Hampshire Washington quarter today? Depending on its condition, some of these quarters have been known to sell for impressive sums. In particular, pristine specimens, especially those that are uncirculated or graded as proof coins, can be worth much more than their face value. The most surprising fact is that certain error varieties of this coin, such as those with minting defects or unusual characteristics, have been known to sell for upwards of $30,000 in auctions. Yes, you heard that right. A New Hampshire Washington quarter, minted in the year 2000, can fetch a staggering $30,000, depending on its rarity and condition. That's right. For those lucky enough to have stumbled upon a rare specimen or an error coin, the value can be astronomical. What makes this even more intriguing is that coins with such high values are not always easy to find. Many of these quarters are still out there, waiting to be discovered in rolls of coins, at estate sales, or in the collections of dedicated numismatists who have an eye for detail. If you happen to have a 2000 New Hampshire Washington quarter in your pocket change, it might just be worth taking a closer look. The allure of the 2000 Washington quarter from New Hampshire is about more than just its potential monetary value. It represents a piece of history, a snapshot of a moment in time when the nation celebrated its individual states with pride and enthusiasm. The Old Man of the Mountain, the state motto, and the enduring legacy of New Hampshire are all captured in this small, yet powerful, piece of American numismatic artistry. For collectors, owning a 2000 New Hampshire Washington quarter is like holding a piece of American history in the palm of your hand. It's a reminder of the unique journey each state has taken to become part of the Union, and a tribute to the natural wonders and historical landmarks that make this country so rich in diversity and beauty. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the story behind this coin is something worth appreciating and preserving. As we wrap up this exploration of the 2000 Washington quarter dollar from New Hampshire, we can't help but marvel at the enduring appeal of this coin. From its rich historical significance to its potential for surprising monetary value, the 2000 New Hampshire quarter is a prime example of how the smallest pieces of currency can carry enormous meaning. Next time you come across a 2000 New Hampshire Washington quarter in your pocket change, take a moment to appreciate the history, the artistry, and the potential it holds. You might just have a treasure in your hand without even knowing it. And who knows? Maybe that quarter you've had tucked away for years is worth far more than you ever imagined. Keep searching, keep collecting, and always stay curious. Because in the world of coin collecting, there's always something new to discover. Top 4. We are about to dive into a fascinating chapter of American history, told through one of the most iconic and intriguing coins in recent U.S. minting, the 2016 Washington quarter dollar featuring Harper's Ferry. This coin, part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, is rich in historical context, stunning in its design, and, for the discerning collector, incredibly valuable. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand the significance of this beautiful coin, but also learn just how much it's worth today. A shocking $16,000 in some cases. First, let's set the stage. The year is 2016, and the U.S. Mint is in the midst of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which began in 2010 and ran until 2021. This program aimed to honor national parks, historical landmarks, and significant natural sites across the United States by releasing a new quarter every year with a unique design representing each location. In 2016, the Harper's Ferry National Historical Park in West Virginia was chosen to be honored with its own quarter. This quarter was the 32nd release in the series, and it carries with it a deep connection to both American history and the struggle for freedom. Harper's Ferry holds a prominent place in American history. It's the site of John Brown's raid in 1859, a pivotal moment in the years leading up to the Civil War. Harper's Ferry was also a key location during the early Industrial Revolution and is famous for its strategic location at the confluence of the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers. It was here that John Brown, an abolitionist, led a failed attempt to incite a slave rebellion, which, despite its failure, played a significant role in escalating tensions between the North and South. The town is also home to the Harper's Ferry Armory, one of the most advanced weapons manufacturing plants in the U.S. at the time. Now, let's turn our attention to the coin itself, which beautifully encapsulates this profound historical moment. The design of the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter, crafted by artist Richard Masters, features the iconic image of John Brown's fort, the structure where Brown and his followers made their final stand against federal forces during the raid. The fort is depicted with dramatic precision, surrounded by a sense of urgency and struggle. The inscription, Harper's Ferry, is prominently displayed at the top of the design, with the words West Virginia just beneath it, signifying the state's inclusion in the America the Beautiful Quarters program. Below the fort, the coin bears the inscription 2016, marking the year the coin was minted. The reverse side of the quarter remains consistent with the classic design used for all quarters in the America the Beautiful series, showing George Washington's profile. This has become a trademark for American quarters since the 1930s, and the 2016 Harper's Ferry coin is no exception. Alongside the portrait, we find the words United States of America, e pluribus unum, and quarter dollar. Let's now dive into the production details of this unique coin. Like all quarters in the America the Beautiful series, the 2016 Harper's Ferry coin was minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and collectors can find the distinct mint marks P and D on the obverse side of the coin. In addition to regular circulation coins, the U.S. Mint also produced proof versions of this quarter, which were made for collectors rather than for general circulation. Proof coins are struck with higher pressure and polished dies, resulting in a coin with a mirror-like finish that is much more detailed and aesthetically pleasing than the standard circulation coin. These proof versions of the Harper's Ferry quarter are particularly prized by collectors for their pristine condition and stunning appearance. As with all coins in the America the Beautiful Quarters program, the 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter was issued in large quantities for circulation, but certain characteristics can make specific coins more valuable than others. Generally speaking, a coin's value is determined by its rarity, condition, and any unique traits it might possess, such as minting errors. Coins with imperfections, such as double strikes, off-center marks, or die cracks, often fetch higher prices among collectors due to their scarcity. But how much is this Harper's Ferry quarter worth today? Well, to put it simply, it can be quite a lot more than its 25-cent face value, depending on several factors. A well-circulated 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter in average condition might be worth only a few dollars. However, if the coin is in excellent uncirculated condition or is one of the specially minted proof coins, its value can increase significantly. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition could easily fetch around $10 to $15 at retail value. But here's where things get even more interesting. Error coins, those with unique imperfections due to the minting process, can be worth much, much more. The real excitement comes when we talk about specific error coins in the 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter series. Some coins with off-center strikes, misprints, or other rare characteristics have sold for thousands of dollars at auctions. In particular, certain error varieties of the Harper's Ferry Quarter have been known to fetch a stunning $16,000 or more. Yes, you heard that right, a quarter that was originally minted for just 25 cents can sometimes be worth a small fortune. What makes these error coins so valuable? First, it's all about rarity. Coins that are issued with minting flaws are far less common than those that come out perfectly. Error coins are essentially one-of-a-kind items, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for a piece of American history that stands out from the rest. A coin that was intended to be a part of the general circulation but didn't meet the usual standards of minting can quickly become a highly desirable item for those who understand its uniqueness. The key to identifying valuable error coins is to examine the details carefully. Look for irregularities like double strikes, where the coin was struck more than once by the die, creating overlapping images or words. Another common error is an off-center strike, where the design is not perfectly aligned with the edges of the coin. These are just a few examples of the types of imperfections that can dramatically increase a coin's worth. If you happen to stumble upon a 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter with one of these rarities, you could very well have a rare gem on your hands. But even without a minting error, the quarter still holds significant historical and collector value. The Harper's Ferry Quarter, with its deep connection to American history and its role in the America the Beautiful series, is considered an important piece in the world of numismatics. What makes this coin even more appealing is the ongoing interest in the America the Beautiful Quarters program. Collectors are still actively seeking out quarters from this series, especially those that are in excellent condition or are part of special sets. The Harper's Ferry Quarter is an important release, not only because of its design and historical significance, but also because it represents a moment in time that shaped the nation's identity. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who has just begun their numismatic journey, the 2016 Washington Quarter Dollar featuring Harper's Ferry is an incredible coin to keep your eyes on. The coin's connection to American history, its beautiful design, and its potential to yield a substantial return in the right market make it one of the most attractive and sought-after pieces in modern American coinage. As we wrap up this deep dive into the 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter, we are reminded that the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. From a humble quarter, minted for everyday use, to a piece of numismatic history worth $16,000. This coin proves that sometimes hidden treasures can be right under our noses. So, take a moment to check your change, look through your collections, and keep searching. You never know what you might find. After all, the next great discovery could be waiting for you.